On this week's show, we take a look at the opening of the COP21 conference, we see how the traditional Fight AIDS Monaco auction went, and we finish with the Principality's Christmas lights. We start with the COP21 conference in Paris. It started on the 30th of November and it brought together around 200 heads of state to discuss our planet's future. During this United Nations conference, political decision makers have to reach an international agreement for climate. The Principality has always defended and implemented a rich and ambitious environmental policy, and that is one of the reasons the Prince was present and made a speech at the opening of this event. Do we have the political will that this requires? Do we have the will to mobilise the necessary funding? Those are the questions we are being asked, to which I think there are two answers. On the one hand, there are difficult commitments that each state has to make, and on the other hand, there is a change in the energy and economic model that we need to prepare together. Together, and with a strong common will, COP21 is the best way to send out a strong message and to find a solution to negotiations that have been in a rut for a long time now. The race against time has now started, and all states have been working together in small groups. Monaco is part of the group in charge of environmental integrity, alongside countries like Switzerland, Korea, and Mexico. This auction has become a tradition. Fight AIDS Monaco organised this annual auction on the 1st of December, an event that is essential to Princess Stephanie's association as it contributes 50% of its annual income. Renowned and budding artists, along with gallery owners, donated works of art for the auction. Fashion photographer Jean-Daniel Lorieux, who also worked on the 80s video clip of Comme un ouragan, was one of these artists. I must say that seeing the generosity of people to help fight AIDS, it makes me very happy, and I think that this wonderful movement led by Princess Stephanie is a good thing for us all. In all, this year's Fight AIDS Monaco auction raised €339,000. The money will be used to finance the association's various actions in the Principality, as well as their Maison de Vie in Carpentras, where those living with AIDS, as well as their families, can come to recharge their batteries. The new National Museum of Monaco has organised an exhibition entitled Lab, which takes the visitors backstage to learn more about those who play a role in the running of the NMNM, such as the custodian or the restorer. Amongst other things, visitors can discover the costumes and accessories worn by Josephine Baker during her last shows in Monaco. Lab is a real place of exchange to try and ensure the future of museums. I think it's also about highlighting the dynamic image of the museum. A museum is not only a static object, and there is movement within it. I think that's the lesson we have learnt and want to share, and that's why we need the visitors' feedback. This exhibition will also allow visitors to talk to the artists. Lab runs until the 20th of March. They are a part of the festive season. The Christmas illuminations were recently launched in the Principality with an all-new design this year. The town of Monaco also decided to get the older generations involved, so they invited around 30 people who benefit from the Care in the Community service. One of the guests even got to press the button. The town hall had then organised a bus ride for them around the town's illuminations. The Christmas atmosphere was complete with the opening of the Christmas village on the Port Hercule. Time to go. See you next week. I wonder what would happen if we